remember what it's about? All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of a review. Go ahead, Mr. Bangurah. All right, so can I get somebody who I don't usually hear from to go ahead and read our big idea from last Thursday, which could have gotten a bit confusing because we rushed at the end, so completely understand if you all don't fully get it yet. Amani, can you unmute yourself and can you read the big idea from last Thursday? Amani decided she wanted to go away. You were participating so well on Thursday, and today we're deciding we're not going to. Okay, I respect it. Jason, his camera is not working that well. Neo, go ahead and mute yourself. Can you read the big idea for that was covered on Thursday?
There we go. When a solute can dissolve into a solution. When a solute cannot dissolve into a solution anymore, the solution is saturated.
Okay, so when a solute cannot dissolve into a solution anymore, the solution is saturated. And what example did we have? What two examples did we have on Thursday? Demel, do you remember? What two examples did we play with on Thursday? Amani, you unmuted yourself. Do you want to share? People, what is going on this morning? I don't understand what is going on this morning. Hello, do I have any answers?
He can't unmute himself. I'm sorry. Let me let y'all be able to do it.
I don't remember. I think it was. I don't remember.
Okay.
Was it like Kool-Aid or water?
It was Kool-Aid, and then there was another drink that I was telling you I like to drink during the winter. No?
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate, exactly, like you see on the screen, right? So saturation means that you cannot dissolve any more solute within the solution. Again, Keontae, can you tell me what does saturation mean?
Leave me alone.
Excuse me? Did you have an answer? Keontae, you can just say, I don't know, and we can move on to someone who does know. All right, Liam, can you try to tell me again, what is saturation?
Saturation means when a solute cannot be dissolved into a solution anymore.
Absolutely. And what happens when you see that? What do you see occurs in the solution? When you can't dissolve it anymore, what happens?
It looks, one part is darker than the other.
Okay, so the particles end up collecting at the bottom, right? So one part could look darker than the other. Yep, that's exactly it. All right, Mr. Bangurah, you can move on to the next slide. So go ahead.
All right, so our question for today is, do all substances saturate at the same concentration? So the question is, do all substances saturate at the same concentration? Yes or no? Do you think all substances saturate at the same concentration? Yes or no? Go ahead and type what you think in the chat. You can either type yes, they all saturate at the same. So if I have 3 scoops of salt and 3 scoops of Kool-Aid powder, it's going to take the same amount of scoops to saturate both. Neo said yes. Okay. What you think, Jemiah? What you think, Liam, Zorian, Zanaya? Dwayne said yes, sir. Okay, with the confidence. Beautiful. I love that y'all are making these predictions. Let's see if our prediction comes true. Now, in order for us to do that, we're going to have to go back to our virtual model. And we're going to, I got Keontae that said no. Okay, interesting, Key. Let's see who's right. Hold on, give me 1 second while I pull it up for you. So that way you can know what we doing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and send this to your computers, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and drop it in the chat for you. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, thank you. All right, and then I'm also sending you this. Great. So now I'm gonna have to stop sharing and then reshare my screen. So I do apologize if you get a little annoyed, because sometimes it can be a little annoying. All right. So I wanted to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what it looks like when we're gonna be doing today. All right. So on the left side of my screen, it should be your left. Yes. You see that I have my drink mix, I have my experiment, my virtual experiment, and then on the right side, you see that I have my table, my slides. So everybody is slide 1, slide 2, and slide 3. Everybody go to slide 3. Go ahead and type 3 in the chat once you're there. Go ahead and type 3 in the chat once you are on slide number 3. Good. I got Neo, Liam, Demel, Dustin, Dwayne. Keontae said 5, 4, 3. Okay, 2, 1. All right, keep going. Okay, cool. So I got a couple people that's on slide 3. So that means that we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So now that I'm on slide 3, your job is to fill in this chart. I filled in the first one for you, so we already have drink mix. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do the second one together. Oops. All right. And so the first thing you have to make sure is to make your concentration meter is going to end up like this. You need to put your concentration meter in the water. Okay. So go ahead and put your concentration meter in the water so that it can measure the maximum concentration, or when it finally gets saturated. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour and 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 keep pouring, because this takes a little long time. Okay. And boom. All right. Now I'm going to put here my maximum concentration, or the saturation point. Okay. I like to say saturation point because it makes sense in my mind. All right. Now, what can I put as the saturation point or the maximum concentration? What am I going to put in this chart next to where it says cobalt nitrate? What am I going to put next to this chart? What am I going to put next to on the side where it says maximum concentration? Okay, I'm getting the same hands. It's a number right on there. Good. Jalen, unmute really quick. Can you tell me what number we're going to put up there?
5.640.
5.640. Thank you. All right, so I'm putting 5.640. All right. Now, before we even keep going, really quick, I just want to know one question. If I add more solute, is my concentration going to go up, down, or is it going to stay the same? If I add more solute, is my concentration going to go up, down, or is it going to stay the same? Good. I'm getting some people saying up, some people saying down. Good. Okay. Cool. All right. So now let's do our experiment and let's see what happens. Okay. I'm going to keep adding. Great. What do you notice about our concentration? Does it go up, down, or does it stay the same? Be ready to tell me why. Why do you think it stays the same? Why do you think it stays the same? I remember Ms. Vazquez was talking a lot about space. Who can remember what we've learned about the space, or the amount of space? Good. Jalen, you on it. Jalen, unmute. Talk to me.
It's the It's staying the same because it's too full.
It's full. There's no more liquid left to dissolve our solute. Okay, so it's gonna say the exact same. All right, so you're about to be able to do this work. You're gonna fill out the I think it's about 7. You're gonna fill out the 7 on your own, and you have 10 minutes. Okay. Ooh, I was a little late. You have about 10 minutes, but I honestly feel like y'all could complete it in more than 10 in quicker than 10 minutes. So I'm gonna give about 8 minutes and I'm gonna see where we're at. Then if we need the whole 10, we'll take the whole 10. Okay. So you have 8 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and get started. All right. So you're just filling in the rest of the table. All right. And while you're filling in, we're going to be looking at your work to see who's still working, what slide you're on, so we can be able to shout you out, of course. All right. So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to go ahead and get started. Where I see Dalvin is there, Destin is there, Demel, Alexis, Dwayne. Nice job, Dwayne. Dwayne, make sure you're on slide 3. Great. Nice job, Jason. Jalen is there. Keontae, Liam, Kishar, Mackins, Nevaeh Moss. Go ahead and get started, beloved. Xavier Terrell. Go ahead and get started. Zorian is there. Good. Nice job, everybody getting started right away. Now we're going in and we're checking. Be sure to either check the chat or check the chat for feedback. Okay. Starting with Dalvin.